Don't get too close to it.
Yeah, this isn't. I'm not sure if this is gonna work because it's like wobbling, making noise all the time.
Podcast.
We'll just.
Aaron isn't here. I'll do it.
I'll just roll off this way.
Okay, so we're just gonna put it on a.
This is weird to think about. This is like our first time without Aaron. Hold on, I'm gonna make it noise. Okay, that's good.
Well, I can do an accurate Aaron impression.
Do your Aaron impression.
Yeah. Podcast, anime. Doot, Lamau.
Mr. Skeletal.
Think. Okay.
Right.
Now that we've gotten the Aaron out of the way, welcome to Pac-Man Cast.
Oh yeah.
Pixel Pass.
Pixcast.
Pixcast.
Pixels.
We have here today Sean. No, say it louder. I want the world to hear your beautiful baby voice. Beautiful. And we also have the lovely Max.
Oh, don't put me on the spot like that.
You're gonna make him blush.
Ooh, Max is blushing.
He doesn't work. He's Max. You're ready.
And me, your host, with the most,
beat from my home country.
Spensr. It's me. Welcome to Jeopardy, everybody. Welcome. That is going to sound terrible. All right. Welcome to Jeopardy. Sean, you're up. Pick a category.
Pixels.
Yeah.
Pixels. Okay. Question number 1. Fucking sucks mad dick.
What, yeah. Is that the question?
No, you don't know how Jeopardy works?
Oh yeah.
You answer
what is Pixels?
Ding ding ding. All right.
Adam Sandler Kevin James duology sucks mad dick.
So we just saw Pixels. We all went into it knowing that it wasn't going to be good. I wasn't expecting what I got. I don't know about you guys.
I wasn't expecting any number of things I could list right now.
All right, let's go in chronological order.
No, but okay.
So
yeah.
okay. Kevin James is the president.
James.
No. Let's slow down. Okay, we're fresh off of seeing Pixels.
Like, yeah, we just got here.
We just came back. We're home now. We just came back from the theater, and we have a lot to consider when talking about Pixels.
Philip also saw it with us, but he was not able to stay for the podcast. Philip was fucking. He was so mad.
Philip has never been on like a Bison and Friends thing.
Oh yeah, he hasn't, has he?
No.
Shout out to my boy Philip.
Ding 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 ding.
God damn it, that is going to sound so bad.
No one was not doing that.
No one was saying anything.
I don't care. Okay. So let's start with the top.
Little baby.
Adam Sandler
is an average teen living in Middletown, Ohio.
Actually, yeah. The movie starts off. It's like Adam. His name's not Adam, but we're gonna refer to him.
Yeah.
as Adam.
No one gave a shit what his name was.
All right. Let's get it out of the way. Our 3 main characters.
Fat comic relief guy. It's open.
It's Adam Sandler, Olaf, and Peter Dinklage, and King of Queens.
Kevin James.
No one's gonna call him anything but Kevin James.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, I said or Paul Blart.
President KJ.
But so yeah, it starts off and they're like, yeah, the new arcade came out.
But this is in 1982 in a small town in Ohio where heroes are born.
No,
was it actually in Ohio?
Probably.
That's totally like the attitude it had too. Like I love when Kevin James walks up in the dream house. It's like, all right, Adam, you were able to show your stuff. But let's see what happens when you take on the real competition.
You guys lost
fucking has a flyer.
This is just like really quick.
I know.
Really quick. I also want to point this out, alright? He comes in, he's like, it's open. What? It's open? I think it's supposed to be like the first day this place is open, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, whoa, look at all the games and stuff.
This is the first time.
And then Adam Sandler just starts, like baby Adam Sandler.
You just have to use the pattern.
You just have to look at the patterns, right?
Pac-Man goes left. Pac-Man goes right.
After one day, he is able to enter into the world championship. Yeah. You realize that? After one good day at the arcade, I could be playing the Sarah Palin fishing game at all of the arcades and get like 1,000 tickets.
Oh my god, I know that.
You know,
like the fishing game that like you pull down the thing and like there's a big wheel.
And it's like, you got a big catch.
Oh yeah, those.
Yeah.
We
I could be the best one in the world at that game.
But no, it's just like after one lucky streak on his first day, Adam Sandler gets to go to the first ever video game world
Yeah,
championship.
because 5 minutes into the movie, his fat comic relief best friend shows up with a poster for the world championships. And then 6
Kevin,
minutes.
now let's
Then
see if we
6
can
minutes
take-
into the movie, they go to the world championships.
Yeah. You want to know the
Just
even
go.
more confusing part?
They
Because
don't-
I knew the actors that were in here, and I knew Kevin James and Olaf were both in here.
Yeah.
But I knew they were both in there. But then I saw like both of them as kids, and I was like, which one's supposed to be which?
The fat one?
The fat one or the fat one with glasses? And it's like, I don't know, because they can put, glasses on Kevin James. Like, who gives a shit? And Olaf, I maybe he wears glasses?
No, I could totally pin it down.
Yeah, it
Like,
was
from the
pretty easy.
second, like,
I thought,
they
at
came
first
on,
I thought
it was like,
the,
that's Kevin James and that's Adam Sandler.
At first, I knew Adam Sandler right off the bat.
And then I knew that was Olaf immediately.
I thought, the guy with glasses, I thought that was the, what's his name? He's in, Pineapple Express.
Seth Rogen?
Seth Rogen?
No.
I thought it was Jonah Hill.
Jonah Hill.
James Franco?
Yeah,
Jonah Hill.
Jonah
Yeah,
Hill.
sorry.
James Franco.
Was Jonah Hill?
I don't know.
He was in This Is the
James
End.
Franco was in Pineapple Express. wasn't
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, James Franco was.
But he doesn't- but
he
he
doesn't
doesn't
look
look
like
like
that.
that.
I know, but I was just thinking of
But
people
Jonah-
that
is
were from
Jonah
Pineapple
Hill?
Express.
He was in This Is the End, which is also James Franco and Seth Rogen.
Hold your breath and
Okay,
count to
maybe.
10. That was
I
a
don't
good
know.
movie.
It was actually, but okay, pixels. So then it goes to the tournament. It's boring. So then flash forward.
Oh no, Peter Dinklage cheats like a little fuckface.
Yeah, and he was apparently. I thought he was like a 30-year-old man going to. Because he was Peter Dinklage.
No, they actually managed to make him. Honestly, when you looked at his face, I don't know if you guys noticed it. His face did look younger, but his body didn't. He still had like wrinkly ass hands.
To be fair, it was Peter Dinklage, but I thought it was like a 40-year-old man just going to.
I think they did a good job. Like, he was supposed to be like
Yeah, he looked a
20 or
lot younger
30,
comparatively
and then, like,
to where he looked later.
30 years later, he's 50. It makes sense.
He was supposed to be like the same age as them, though. He was supposed
No,
to be a kid.
no, he wasn't.
Wasn't I thought they said
I don't
when
think
they
it
were
was
kids.
No,
Oh.
no.
He was
Maybe.
just old. He was still like in his 20s. There's no way he could have been like.
Yeah, because he was picking up chicks.
16.
Oh yeah.
He was getting wicked hot.
Gamer
puss.
gamer chicks or whatever.
He was drugging
I've got-
girls to and fro.
I've got the high.
Oh Jesus.
I've got the high score on that pussy.
No, yeah, and wait. Okay, we need to talk about the tournament that they. It took a minute.
Hosted by Dan Aykroyd, by the way.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, that was Dan Aykroyd.
That was a confusing little cameo.
I was like, is that Dan Aykroyd?
yeah,
And I
you
was
leaned
like-
over to Philip, and Philip was like, yes? And
Yeah.
then, but I'm more confused. Why?
I was like, huh.
Nothing happened to the
I wasn't
tournament.
even like, dude, it's Dan Aykroyd. I was like, huh.
He didn't even make a joke.
Well,
Like,
He just said
like
ladies.
most cameos, it's like, you know, like you
Lady-
go on screen
actually-
and you make like a little like one-liner or a little quip from what you're from or something along
Like,
those lines.
hey.
Dan Aykroyd was just like.
and all you
playing-
Pac-Man players out there, go busting your ghosts.
Ladies and
No, he didn't
gentlemen,
say that.
start your gaming was
No.
the line that someone wrote and then Dan Aykroyd delivered. on
Yeah,
a-
no,
in a
Dan
feature film.
Aykroyd was like, you know, like,
Stop.
we have NASA and the Guinness Book of World Records, and we're gonna put, you know, like some of the events in here, and like, cause this is like, you know, culture right now.
Make
We're gonna
Carl
send it
Sagan
into
work for you.
We're gonna
Yeah.
send it into space, but like but he said no jokes.
Nope.
So why did it have to be Dan Aykroyd?
Yeah.
He didn't make like a little
I don't
Ghostbusters.
know. It's just fucking.
It could
Dan
have been
Aykroyd.
It could have
He
been
needs
any old.
something going on. Like, what has he done?
He's writing the new Ghostbusters.
He's writing it.
I believe so. I'm pretty
Oh.
sure he's writing it.
Okay.
Okay,
I
so
don't
No,
think
but
he's in
also
it.
I want to talk about the tournament itself. Which, what the fuck was going on?
No
like,
one was
everyone
playing-
was playing different
They were
games.
just playing game. Ladies, when Dan Aykroyd said, "Ladies and gentlemen, start your gaming," after someone wrote that line, everyone just started playing Donkey Kong, and then eventually they were like,
No, they were
"Oh,
playing
and,
like
and then Adam
Centipede and
Sandler and
Space Invaders.
then Adam
It's
Sandler and
basic-
Peter Dinklage both have 259 points."
It was like it was like it was like an arcade inside of this like little convention center, right? And everybody goes playing off their separate games, right? And I'm like, okay. At first I was like, okay, so I guess they're recording like high scores for everyone. And then I realized if you like boot up the high scores for all of these, it's 3 letters. Like, and then they're gonna go like, okay, like ass is first, and like every kid in that room is going to raise their hand like, I put ass in the machine, and like yeah.
Yeah.
So like how are they like getting the scores and like
Well, they
That's also
probably
relying
had
on-
a policy against someone putting ass in their fucking.
yeah I guess, but also like think about it like this: if let's say they have like a sheet or something they need to fill out, Why couldn't they just write any number they want?
What do you mean?
Right.
They couldn't just write the high score? Like, it's your word against whoever you steal off
Well, they
of.
probably have like a picture or something, or they just like have to.
Maybe.
See it.
Whatever. So the tournament didn't make sense because the whole beginning was rushed.
It
So
was.
then,
Who gives a
so then
shit?
8 minutes into the movie, they cut to the Adam Sandler and Kevin
Okay,
President
yeah.
KJ.
And fucking President.
He was in a
Kevin
suit, and I'm like,
James.
okay, well, obviously Kevin James is like, more is like better off. I didn't expect him to be the fucking president.
That was
I didn't
so
even read-
funny.
I didn't
We're not
even
even joking. Like, actually, the president.
That
Like, it sounds like something that that we
sounds
would
like a
say.
joke.
It sounds like a
he's
joke.
wearing a suit, and he has guards, so we make fun of him, saying like he's the president. He's the
And
president.
then it zooms out. He's wearing like the little pin and like
Yeah.
they're like actually like they have like the ear things and everything, and it's like, wait, is he
Yeah.
actually
and,
the
and they're
president?
like, hey,
and
man, and
that's
then
him
cuts
says,
to
like-
Fox 4 News, and he's like, President's reading program. Kevin James, three blind mice. Three blind
I
mice
thought he
went
was gonna
on
be
their
like
way.
I thought he was gonna be like the mayor or something.
No, he was the president, straight up. And it like, yeah, he had like he had very little going on.
Yep.
Or
And
a lot
Adam
less
Sandler
going
is
on, I
a
think.
wacky IT guy,
Yeah.
the Nerd Squad.
Yeah.
Oh, I get it now.
Oh yeah. Well, what did you think it was?
I didn't think about it at all.
Well, it was-
You didn't.
it was
You don't go
Pixels, so I
into
can't blame
Pixels.
you.
Yeah, you can't go into Pixels expecting people to think.
thinking.
Okay,
yeah.
so the nerd
That's
squad.
strictly prohibited. I'm surprised we
and
got
Adam
out of there.
Sandler like walked. Okay, yeah, and then Adam Sandler walks into the house. He's like, "Oh, tech repair guy."
A 3-minute monologue about how he likes this girl.
Yeah, 3-minute monologue. I was like, "Oh, I said wow because you're beautiful, and I thought you were gonna be my high school girlfriend who became a dryer." He was like,
And
"Shut
she
the
got
fuck up,
fat.
Jesus!" Just like fucking.
Yeah.
We get it. She's gonna
So
be the love
the
interest.
whole-
Yeah,
We
as soon
get
as
it.
she walked in the room, I leaned over to Sean. I'm like, "Hello, love interest," and Sean just did like a deep, exasperated, just.
The entire beginning was completely rushed.
No, yeah, but like the
It was all rushed.
The last like 2/3 of it.
The
was
last,
rushed.
okay, the action scenes were done.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, they weren't.
I mean,
rushed.
okay, I stick by this. The worst thing about every dumb comedy is
the
a love
romantic?
interest.
Yeah.
Yeah, that ruins every. It like Burt Wonderstone was alone an awful movie, but with a love interest was just fucking disgusting.
See, I thought about it, and I was like,
Loathsome.
there was a point when I was like, I should watch Burt Wonderstone as a joke, and then I thought about it, and I'm like, wait, Sean walked out.
Yeah.
Sean,
Me
walked-
and Danny.
That was bad enough for Sean and Danny to walk out of.
Yeah.
And then I realized how much shit I have sat through with you. We just sat through Pixels.
We sat through Rubber.
We
we
sat
watched
through
Rubber.
and you could not make it through Burt Wonderstone, and I was like, I don't want to ever see a poster for Burt Wonderstone. That scares me. The idea
Yeah.
of a movie actually making Sean walk out is scary to me.
That's good because it is scary.
I,
It's a scary
I walked
movie.
out of Pixels twice.
Yeah, Max had to
Oh,
take
yeah.
breaks. He had to take
Yeah.
free
Yeah.
breaks.
One of them I was just going to the bathroom, but then after the Smurf scene, I was actually upset.
you left.
Yeah.
Oh no, my favorite part was when you ate your ticket, which I found.
Yeah, Max
You
ate
weren't-
his ticket.
yeah, just at the gas station afterwards. I should start doing that.
Just
What?
eating tickets.
I forgot I said that.
What's the term for like someone who just like has a diet of anything?
Omnivore?
No, that's
no,
like
no.
that. No, that's
Like he eats.
there's
like,
an actual like
he
medical
eats like
condition
fucking
that,
like
sheet
like
metal
and
and
shit.
yeah, like sheet
Oh
metal
yeah,
and
that
shit.
glass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, I ritually ate the ticket afterwards in the parking
You
lot.
did it as a ritual. You didn't do it because you wanted to.
Spiritual
Yeah.
experience
I didn't enjoy it.
to connect yourself more deeply.
It
with Adam
tasted.
Sandler.
How did it taste? Did it taste bitter?
Better than a receipt, but worse than a piece of notebook paper.
Did it taste better than
Yeah.
the movie?
That's what I would
Yes.
imagine.
Everything tastes better than the movie.
Well, to be fair, the movie had no taste.
That was
Ah,
nice.
fuck.
That was good.
Okay, so we're doing this chronologically.
Okay.
Right?
I set that up.
We're right after the love interest scene.
Oh yeah,
Then there's,
love
like-
interest, and then he's like,
She's
in the closet drinking.
But then-
and she's like, no. He's like, are you okay? And then like the girl's like, I'm in the closet, crying,
And then-
and a little bit of drinking,
and then-
a little bit of crying,
and then-
actually about the same amount of drinking and crying. And he's like, oh, it's the point you. I know what that's about.
And he's still
And
just
then Adam's-
he's still just the IT guy.
And Adam Sandler being a person that they hired to do IT
Yeah.
work and it not being weird at all.
Just walks in.
Yeah.
And on
On this woman having.
What the
she's
fuck?
in the middle of a divorce.
Yeah, he acts like he never has. He probably has like 4 other customers that day.
You know what? You know what I expected out of this movie?
What?
I expected the ex-husband and the I expected them to show up.
Nah, that would require casting more
No,
people.
well that and also, but
No,
I was
not
just
that
expecting them to show up and they were gonna be like at the very end and like the I don't know Gallagher or whatever. They're like, we need trophies though to pay you back if we're gonna take the douchey ex-husband and wife, and they're like, oh no, and they get sucked up by
Contains
Gallagher.
themes of human sacrifice. I was thinking that General Van Morrison or whatever was gonna be the ex-wife of
yeah, I'm
President
surprised
Reagan.
that
And the greatest thing.
Oh yeah,
greatest thing.
then
There
Adam
were
Sandler
honestly-
tells- okay.
No, like during the scene when he was introducing like the love interest and shit, like they were just splicing between the scenes of the military base being attacked by the, and
He
that
shoots
part
at
just
the US.
isn't explained like at all. It's just splicing between these two things, and it's like totally no.
And then the
It's
guy
like, are they just
It's one
splicing
thing-
two
it's-
different movies together?
Okay,
It's like
one
what the
thing
fuck?
to make that like a joke, like something super disconnected is happening, but it wasn't presented like a joke.
It
wasn't.
Because I don't think, because it wasn't a joke.
It was actually.
It
how
was
the
presented
movie was
like
meant
this
to
is
be
like a
paced.
serious cut that you need to be like this is
It
good.
was dark.
And then
And they didn't actually explain it until the scene after.
and then the next
No,
important
like 2
scene.
scenes after, because there's the car scene.
Yeah, the next
Oh, yeah,
important
the-
scene
the
is the
heated
one.
car chase.
Wait, the next important scene is the one where Adam Sandler tells a Secret Service agent to keep the riffraff out of the Oval Office, and then
he walks
moonwalks
in.
and then he moonwalks into the Oval Office.
Oh,
Best, like, I need a gif of that because, okay, so he's being followed by the, like,
General Van Morrison.
the love interest is also, like, a general or
Yeah.
a scientist, like the lead scientist. And she's following him because they both get called up to the White House. And she's like, what are you doing here or whatever, right? And they're like, Miss Love Interest, we need you down in the science, or no, we need you in the conference room.
Yeah.
And she's like, guess I'm more
This
important.
situation.
And then they lean over to like Adam Sandler in this like little IT outfit, and they're like, and the president wants to see you personally in the Oval Office, and he goes like,
Somebody's more important.
oh yeah, and then he leads back to the like guarding the Oval Office, and he leans over and just goes, keep the riff-raff out. And
What
he
you
giggles
see-
to himself, looks at the love interest, and like with this big shit-eating grin, moonwalks into the Oval Office.
Yeah.
And at this point, Philip loses his shit. He is laughing like he's just like taken away by that scene. And I was laughing too. But
And then-
Sean leans over to me and he's like, "What's so funny?" I just lean over to him, look him dead in the eyes, and I just go, "Adam Sandler just moonwalked into the Oval Office."
And
And
that's
Sean laughed for like 2 minutes.
And that's when I realized what I was
'Cause it
looking
didn't
at.
sink
And
in.
like
I just coughed,
like
I think.
right after
Yeah.
it, you see Kevin James sitting in the president's chair.
Yeah, like
And he's
yeah,
on
yo,
his like
what's up?
military computer doing like fake faux hacking.
We got attacked by this guy, Gallagher.
Yeah.
That was an actual
Computer,
line.
inspect the element.
Zoom in and enhance on this Gallagher.
No, we got attacked. Who is it? Gallagher. And then like the war general or whatever in the conference room is like, well then we blow up Gallagher. Wait, who's Gallagher? And it's like, oh yeah, warmonger. Yeah, no, you would be in a
We're not giving a plot
position of
synopsis.
power.
Let's just talk about the more important stuff.
Okay,
And
yeah,
then,
okay.
like,
lightning round.
Boring
Lightning
shit
round.
happens,
Yeah,
and then
boring.
like what happens after that?
Okay. After that, they go to the cubes we've brought back from the pixel aliens are sensitive to high radiation.
No, it was okay. I
Laser
had to
guns.
stop and leave
Oh,
over to
yeah.
Sean at this part, okay? Because they were like, it's like it's like big concentrated light, and I'm like, okay. And I leaned over to Sean, like that sunk in. I'm like, so they picked up cubes out of this thing that just wrecked this military base, and somebody decided to shine a really powerful flashlight at it.
No, my favorite.
What the fuck is the thought process?
My favorite part, like the way you deliver that, was like directly after you said that, you just like leaned over. You're like, who thought that? Who thought that? You know, here's pixels. Let's shoot light at it. Just like really like frustratedly.
Because I was
I
frustrated.
know it was just
What
really
the-
funny.
Yeah, then there's the Navy SEAL scene.
What was that?
When Josh Gad or whatever his name is, Olaf goes up and he's like, You beautiful black man.
Oh yeah, who cares? That
Yeah,
was a good
and-
scene.
No, and wait. Also,
Bad scene. Then we get to.
and then we get to another bad scene.
Oh yeah, there was the Taj Mahal scene.
Pac-Man's a bad guy.
What?
Oh yeah, they had
Yes.
Raj in it.
Yeah, and anyway,
Raj was rad.
yeah, and
He
then,
was the best character in the movie.
Where's
No,
my
no.
mommy?
Okay, I was saying before, I don't really know what my favorite character would be because I hated all of them. I loved Raj. Raj was a cool guy. And he was there in the end too. Like,
I didn't.
Yeah, no, he said that. He said that when they came. It's like the kid gets kidnapped or whatever. Spoiler alert.
I think
and he
Don
goes
Cheadle.
and he goes like, "Mom," and then Raj like goes like, "Where's
Oh,
my
yeah.
mommy?"
I think Don Cheadle was my favorite character because he just
yeah, there was
shoots at
just
the
that one
UFO.
point where it just like that guy came on screen and I just heard you like Disney like, "That's Don Cheadle. He looks Don Cheadle," like from like across the theater.
I
And
like
then-
in a
but
way.
he shoots at the UFO when he's getting abducted, and that makes it way
Yeah.
better than any of the other abduction scenes.
In a way, I'm more confused at how did they get Dan Aykroyd? Like, I don't know. Like,
We went over this.
Great. All right. Well, I want to say that I'm sure maybe he's not doing as many roles or whatever. I still think Dan Aykroyd's above this.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, it's about
I don't think that's too far to say.
standards.
Military base. Okay, but wait, how far were we? We were at the scene where Sean Bean, the Sean Bean scene. Where
Sean Bean was
the
in it?
centipedes. Yeah, he was the SAS guy.
Oh,
Yeah, they like
yeah.
walk in. They're like, yeah, we need to show.
I was thinking he looked familiar.
Yeah, Sean Bean didn't.
thought it
look,
was
he
just,
didn't
like-
look very good in this movie. Did you
I
notice that?
recognized him as being like as looking like Sean Bean, but I was like, it's probably just an actor that looks.
I don't know if Sean Bean was in makeup or not, but
Well,
it kind of looked like he's let himself go a little bit. I don't know.
Well, I mean, he just doesn't have the same long, luscious locks that he normally does.
What?
Like yeah.
No, I mean I'm talking about his body,
He probably just made him look more stern with makeup. And
maybe.
stuff.
Yeah, no, I hope so because he looked. Yeah, I don't know. If that's the way he actually looks now, he's seen better days. But we're not here for fashion.
Yeah, we're not.
Sean
fashion.
Bean scene is boring. A Navy SEAL dies, and then Adam Sandler and
And then
Wait, you
Adam
skipped the
Sandler and
whole
Olaf-
Galaga. All right, they have to train troops to combat the
Yeah,
baddies.
that's not cool scene.
oh yeah,
Just-
my other possible senior code is every 10,000 points you hit another triangle ship. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
My
and-
other possible senior
And
code.
then like they're like this is, and then like Olaf and fucking Alfred Hitchcock are shooting down all the
Yeah.
the centipedes and shit.
And having a great time
Hitchcock.
after a Navy SEAL died.
And they're
Just
like,
right
this
in
is the
front of-
greatest day of my life. Meanwhile, like there's Navy SEAls like dead.
Yeah. Oh, and then Adam Sandler like runs through London. I'm just a guy who's good at video games. Well, thank God for that, sir.
That was actually pretty funny.
What-
It was like,
what was
like
That
a
was
funny
one of the
line.
few really kind of funny
I
lines.
thought
What
the
was
line
that?
was kind of funny.
I-
I thought it was
was
kind of
shocked.
funny, but it was so disconnected.
I was just shocked.
I was also laughing at the fact that like this kid is the most stereotypical like Oliver Twist motherfucker.
Yeah,
I've
I
ever
guess. I don't know if it
seen.
was supposed to
Yeah.
be. Maybe it was supposed to be a parody. I don't know. Yeah, that happens.
It's
What's
like-
after?
If I were to name one good thing in that movie, it would be that joke.
No, there was another good
There
part.
was-
What was that? Wasn't there like another joke that was kind of funny? I don't remember what it was, but I laughed at
They're
another
pointing
joke.
at the guy where all of the
Yeah. Like after they like save the world for like the first time or whatever, they're like one of the reporters is like, I'm gonna try and embarrass the president, and everybody's like, you know what? He did a good job. Don't make fun of him, reporter. And he's like, oh man, and like he was trying to confuse him with big words, and he knew one of the big words. And they were like, all the reporters just pointed at this one reporter in the corner, and he just sat there like, fucking guys, stop. And I laughed at that because it's like, I've done that to people, like when just pointing at people is really funny sometimes.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
That was,
And then, What
yeah.
else was notable?
Um,
Want to delve into the Cubert arc?
that was a little while.
That was a while, that was
yeah.
second.
They do Pac-Man.
Then they do.
Pac-Man's a bad guy. That was kind of boring. The whole
Pac-Man's a bad
nothing really happened during that whole
Nothing
thing.
happened there, and then.
Yeah, they fight Pac-Man in New York. Whatever. The ball, the grand ball.
Then Grand Ball. Oh yeah, beautiful woman comes sparkling in. Beautiful love
The
interest.
transform. She's not a tomboy no more.
The Grand
And
Ball,
it pans down to cock
D-
to
straight
cock
up,
block kid. He's like, "Hi, Brandon."
Yeah, and Cubert's there.
Then
No,
it's
Cubert's there for the Grand Ball.
Oh yeah, they got Hubert after they beat Pac-Man.
Yeah, so the aliens like
Reward.
they take like one guy like off of Earth like every time they attack. The 2 times they attack. Okay, wait.
The 2 times they won the battle, they
Okay,
kidnapped
so
the soldier.
they
And
first
then after Peter
attacked
Dinklage
the military base at the very beginning of the movie, which kind of sets like that
And
calls
they
like
stole
Adam
Don
Sandler
Cheadle.
back and everything. Yeah, and
They
then
sold on Cheadle.
so then they go to India. And that's where they stole Raj, but like Adam Sandler was like, yeah, they're gonna like be in India. We need to prepare, and then like the president's like, ha 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 ha, Adam, we're friends, but that's silly. I don't know.
The Indians hate me. Yeah, his reason was the Indians don't like him.
Oh yeah, they already don't respect me, and now you want me to go and say the video games or something like that? I don't know.
Okay, anyway, the Grand Ball, little Bobby Cockblock gets kidnapped.
With Hubert.
Yeah.
And oh yeah, and
No,
whenever
no,
they
Hubert
win, they
didn't
get
get
Hubert. Hubert was there because he was wearing a fucking suit. Do you remember?
Yeah.
He was like,
Yeah,
hi!
and then he moonwalked, and then the entire crowd went, aw.
Yeah, the crowd at this movie fucking like was eating this shit up, dude.
Yeah, like, what the
Sheeple.
fuck? I mean, the entire time we were talking and just
We were
like,
talking, and yes, we
we-
did laugh like like we did like the ha ha like super
Not-
sarcastic.
Not
laughing.
like to an obnoxious degree. But
Yeah,
like,
we were-
There
we
were
were-
points where we were like sincerely laughing at just how shitty the movie
Yeah.
was.
Yeah, but like we did sarcastic laughs here and there, but like the audience genuinely laughing throughout pretty much this entire
Yeah,
movie.
or like when the Navy SEAL like got Olaf and like was taken out of the truck and his butt cracked.
Oh yeah, and like the whole crowd like,
Oh my
Ew!
god! I forgot that. Then like the Navy SEAL carries Olaf out of the truck, and his butt crack is showing, and the entire crowd goes, ew!
Like the field trip group that
And
was
I'm
apparently
like,
sitting
and like
behind
all,
us.
and then like the 5 of us all in the front row are laughing. At
yeah,
it.
we
It's
moved
funny.
to the front row because we knew we were gonna be loud.
Yeah.
Which was a smart decision, whoever
Yeah,
suggested
it was me.
that. Alright.
Not to toot my own horn.
And then
Okay.
should we talk about Hubert a little bit?
Yeah, let's
Hubert's
talk about
little
the comic
role in
relief.
this movie.
let's talk about Hubert, the Jar Jar Binks of
Yeah,
fucking
he doesn't like The Last of Us.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
That's
they
what-
somehow got the last
Back
of
in
them.
my day, you had to use strategy. Even though,
Now,
like,
you
Last
know-
of Us
you
is
know,
actually
they
a
were-
pretty
they were
complex
saying, like-
strategy action game.
Yeah, they were talking about like
Jesus
you know like
fucking
there's
Christ.
just so much mindless killing or whatever, and there's no strategy to this, and it's The Last of Us.
Yeah.
Like it could have been Call of Duty. It seriously could have been almost any other game,
Any
and it
other
would have
game.
made so much more sense.
Yeah,
but
Last
no,
of Us does not fit that bill.
Last
I
of
don't
Us,
think.
Last of Us, like a lot of people didn't like that game because of the like fucking like we need to go around and fucking find a step ladder for Ellie or whatever.
Yeah. I didn't like that game.
I liked it. I like parts.
I thought it was just the the cinematic aspect and the gameplay aspect were so like disconnected, and it was like jarring to me.
Oh, and you talked about you also talked about like what's the fun
It
in that?
wasn't
You don't
done
get to
well.
learn the patterns of these enemies. And I'm like I don't know about you guys, but learning the patterns of AI kind of takes out any and all fun out of the game.
Yeah.
Does anyone else agree with that?
No,
I-
I disagree.
I don't know. I'm
Okay, to an extent. I mean, like, if you're supposed to learn from it and the game's, like, meant to be like that, that's one thing. But, I mean, like, if you know exactly what the AI
Well, of
is going to
course,
do,
it's
like,
still, like,
all the
it's
time,
not like-
it's taking out, like, any and all fun.
It's not like the Pac-Man ghosts. You should know this firsthand. It's not like they're completely like always in this certain order.
I know, but that's what Adam Sandler was, like, saying in that scene, was that, like, you need to learn exactly, like, how they work, their tactics, where they're gonna move. And, like, the kid was like, well, like, I just pretend that I'm the guy and I don't want to die. Which is, like, honestly, you know what? You go, kid.
Nah.
Go,
But anyway, now we can move on to the real meat and bones, the Washington battle scene. No one's better at the crane game than me.
Oh fuck yeah! And then
The
like
President of the United States,
God.
Kevin James.
Now let me remind you, we are skipping a
picks-
lot of scenes, but
I don't
like
care.
all the scenes.
Who
No,
cares?
I'm just
We're
doing
not
a
getting
little.
a full plot.
I am not
summary.
saying no. I'm not saying that. I was just about to say, all the scenes that we are skipping have nothing to them, and you
Yeah,
don't want to hear about
Just
them.
Yeah,
boring
okay.
and make me want to die.
So Frogger, I think, Frogger.
Yeah,
Frogger
Frogger's about
gets
to kill
picked
him.
up by Kevin James in the
Catch him.
crane, and then he walks out of the crane. He's like, "No one beats me in the crane
Because
game."
you want a Chewbacca mask at the
President.
beginning of the movie. It's foreshadowing.
Yeah,
It's foreshadowing.
And the,
I
yeah,
said
he
that, I
still
said
had-
that.
I learned that in 6th grade English.
He still had that fucking Chewbacca mask
Yep.
on. Then when he walks out, the thing that stole it from me is that there was an American flag waving behind him. Was I the
Oh,
only one that
yeah.
noticed that? Yeah.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah, was I the only one that noticed that?
No, I noticed it. You pointed it out to me.
Oh.
I was like, look at the fucking American flag. I like yelled it. I remember. It was great, Jesus.
And then the Smurf scene.
Okay, yeah, we need to take some time to dissect the Cubert.
We just all like we just went. Oh.
Can I-
like at that Smurf scene? Like nobody did a sarcastic laugh.
Like, what?
Nobody did like an oh my god or anything.
I was
We
just
all
like,
sat there
what?
in dead silence, like.
I was just like, really?
Can I explain the Smurf scene?
Yeah, go ahead.
So the plot, I need to set up context. They're like, in the back of the van, they're like, we're gonna fight back against the alien invaders, and
Because
General...
the president like
Yeah.
stole the like.
I mean,
Yeah,
the
the
plot's
general-
all over the place.
Yeah, whatever.
Like, on its
General
own,
Van Morrison
so-
and the President KJ, they're all like in the back of the van, and they're like, Mr. President, can I have a light gun? And he throws Van Morrison like a laser, and she like shoots the aliens that are coming towards them. And then she looks at the ground, and there's an 8-bit Smurf there.
Just dancing.
Yeah, just
He
dancing.
wasn't doing anything.
Singing the Smurf song. Then she shoots the Smurf.
Like
the
several times. It's
Yeah.
not like like or anything like that. She straight up like shoots him like 6 times, like shoots an arm off, shoots an arm
Yeah.
off, like shoots
The,
like
the Smurf splatters into dust, and then she turns to the president and says, "Please don't tell anyone I killed a Smurf."
Like, what the fuck? Okay, that's just like Happy Tree Friends level comedy. You know what I mean?
yeah. It wasn't the fact that she did it. It was the fact that she did it very violently, and it was kind of like, I get what you're trying to do, but you made it kind of uncomfortable because you made it kind of graphic. Because like you watched a Smurf look at his like hand that got shot off. You know.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's like Happy Tree Friends. Like,
Yeah. Oh, we also missed
innocent, but then it gets blood.
there's also we also skipped over the Pac-Man scene.
Which one?
No.
The part we
Yeah,
skipped
that's
over the
just-
part with the creator, which
Oh.
honestly I thought it was kind of funny, but it was really predictable.
I wish he hadn't.
It's predictable as fuck. That
Yeah.
scene was boring.
I wish he hadn't been.
I
in
liked
the
Peter
movie.
Dinklage just driving into the lake for no reason, but that was it.
Yeah,
For plot convenience.
there was like a
only.
part where
Yeah.
he like glitches through. He goes through a building and he's like, and they're like, "Wow, how'd you do it?" And he doesn't respond because like later you find out.
He's like,
he was-
I'm the best again.
Yeah, like later you find out he was cheating, right?
He's cheating, and
But-
cheating also implies being able to move fucking
Yeah.
Mini Coopers through walls.
But
Like,
okay, that's
instantly.
one
That was
thing,
just
alright?
a Mini Cooper.
Sure,
That was just a real
He
building in
cheated.
New York.
Yeah, he's
Whatever.
like, what the fuck?
all right.
You just
one,
he teleported an actual Mini
number
through a
one.
building.
If he can just cheat life like that, we should have won a long ass time ago.
Exactly.
2, if he can cheat, why the fuck couldn't he predict that he would? Okay, so they all split up, and like Peter Dinklage is like, yeah, I got him, and he like drives or he accelerates and just flies off the side of like the road into the lake. Now, it's not like he's like, accelerating too fast and the brakes aren't working or he didn't realize he took a wrong turn or
He just
anything.
continues.
No, he purposely drives into this lake. Nothing is done with it.
Yeah.
I leaned over to Sean, I'm like, oh, is this gonna be like he pops up on the other side of the screen like in Pac-Man? That's what I thought they were gonna do with it.
I
No,
agreed with
he just
Sean.
drove his car into the river.
The Hudson Bay or whatever.
Yeah, the Hudson Bay.
And he's like,
no
whoa,
reason.
So the kid can find
he
his
made like a
glasses.
goofy little face.
He made a
in the
goofy
wall.
face.
And his aviators had cheat codes scratched into the inside of them.
He
Yeah.
didn't he didn't later he didn't
Yeah,
like
cheat
explain-
codes to the fucking Donkey Kong arcade
Cheat codes to
game.
Pac-Man and Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
Later,
Did that
he didn't
even-
explain-
Nobody
he
did fucking research.
He didn't explain why he drove into the river. He never explained it. He never said anything. But like there was no there was nothing that could lead you to believe that he did it on accident. Because he was like, I got it. Accelerates into the river.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay.
There was no reason he needed to go that way.
Yeah, exactly.
So from Max Headroom and then the Donkey Kong scene.
Yeah.
Max Headroom shows up. So then the Donkey Kong scene.
Yep, pretty much.
They went into. They go inside the mothership. I don't even remember how they got in. Oh yeah, they got abducted.
Oh, they were just like Max Edward was like, come up to the fucking mothership and defeat us.
The final level.
Yeah.
And then they teleport up into the
Wait,
mothership.
that made no fucking sense. They were basically just like,
I
hey,
wasn't
come
paying-
up to our ship and defeat us.
I wasn't paying
It's
attention.
like, oh, okay.
And anyway, they're just in. They're in the inside of the ship is just Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
Just a
and
single
mean,
level of Donkey
I've
Kong.
seen
then
Predator,
it's
and I've seen
you
aliens-
donkeyed your last Kong, and they threw the hammer at him.
Yeah, no. Okay, there's some important stuff in that scene. He's like
I've
climbing
seen
up.
Predator.
How about the scene where General Van Morrison just does like backflips and it's supposed to be really inspirational?
Oh,
but
yeah.
It's just so stupid.
Yeah, and it makes like nose.
Wait,
yeah,
really quick.
Just does a backflip to save
Wait,
Hubert.
really quick on them like inviting them into their ship. They already won, and this
Yeah.
this race seems like hellbent on good sportsmanship.
Yeah.
Because they were like, all right, we're gonna give you 3 chances. We're gonna attack 3 times. If you lose, 3 lives. Or you have to beat us 3 times, or we have to beat you 3 times to win. Best out of or whatever. Best out of 5.
Best out of
Best out of
best
5.
5.
And it's like, okay, that kind of makes sense because they got video games that are playing fair or whatever. They won 3 times because Peter Dinklage cheated, and they knew, and they were like, you cheated, you forfeit whatever you lose. Why did they go, okay, well, we're going to give you the last level, and if you can beat us then why?
Whatever.
They could have taken over Earth.
They're honorable. Whatever. It's plot. We probably shouldn't try and pick holes in the plot.
No, but
Yeah.
I'd rather just make fun of the.
A, there's no reason why they wanted to come to Earth, really, and B, why the fuck did they give them a chance to destroy them?
Because
They could have won.
But because of honor, I guess. They have honor. Anyway, Hubert pees. Everyone laughs in the audience.
Yeah. A pixelated pig. We got to
Yeah.
see that.
Then I've waited years for this. And he throws a hammer at Donkey Kong.
The scene where the Donkey Kong stage is getting set up, I kind of liked that.
Yeah, I kind of.
It looked nice.
The visuals were alright, but
Yeah, all the special effects in this movie, actually pretty good.
whatever. He defeats Donkey Kong. Then there's alright. So here's another horrifying atrocity of a scene.
Oh yeah,
They-
all while that's happening, Olaf
Yeah.
is. You want to explain the Olaf?
Alright, sure. He's like. Okay, it's important that whenever the aliens beat the humans, they give them a trophy, which that's how they got Duck Hunt Dog, who shows up
Duck
for a
Hunt
single
Dog
scene
shows up for one scene.
to lick an old woman.
Yeah, because they like during the centipede scene, which is the first battle that they have like actually fighting. Centipede busts through like an apartment or something, and there's an old lady doing jazzercise, and she doesn't notice, and the centipede for like a split second starts to do the jazzercising.
Yeah.
Makes no sense. It's just
Then
like
it just like stops before Adam Sandler gets there.
yeah, and it's like okay, throw away, whatever.
Anyway,
And then they defeat the centipede, and then they're like, yeah,
You-
you get a trophy after you beat us.
warrior. Then Duck Hunt Dog shows up.
No,
Anyway.
we took a warrior from you. We give you a warrior every time you win.
Yeah. Anyway.
So they gave Duck Hunt Dog, but they didn't give it to the people who won. They gave it to the old lady, and it's like Adam Sandler was like, oh, here you go, old lady. Sorry we messed up.
They don't even
Adam
know.
Sandler
They didn't
has
even
no
know.
idea Duck Hunt Dog exists.
Yeah.
Duck Hunt Dog only appears in this old lady's apartment after everyone's gone.
Yeah.
So this old lady's just living with
Yeah.
Duck Hunt Dog now.
Anyway, and the bird.
And
And a bird.
I think the bird was dead.
No, I'm pretty sure. The
No,
bird
because
was,
he was
flying
holding the
around.
bird. Whatever.
Maybe whatever.
And that's how Duck Hunt Dog got into Smash 4.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, Olaf, and then Olaf is like Lady Luck from Golden Axe or whatever, and then for some reason, even
Was
though
she supposed to be from Golden?
I don't know, something like that.
She looked similar.
No, and she was I'm just guessing. She's like human, even though everything else is pixelated. And it's like,
yeah, she starts off
lady, look,
pixelated,
I
and then
didn't
she gets like
you. Then she dies because they defeat the aliens. Then at the final scene where they're having the presidential barbecue, and he's like, "I'm gonna kiss you, General Van Morrison. Maybe I'll take you up on that," and they kiss. And then Olaf was like, he's like upset that Adam Sandler managed to get the girl.
I got to reach out to the heart of like this woman, this like video game character that I like idolized or whatever as a kid. I was in love with her or whatever.
Yeah.
And I finally got to see her, and then when we defeated the ship, they all exploded.
And I predicted
and
this was
everybody's
gonna
like,
happen.
"Aww."
I predicted this was gonna happen.
I predicted it somewhat, all right.
Okay.
And they're like,
They're
and he's
trophy.
like, "Why do we get to keep you, Cuber? Why?"
Yeah.
And they're like, "I guess we get to keep the trophies, right?"
Yeah.
Now,
Then
I expected that the third trophy after they win the third battle would be her, right? That
Yeah.
was my prediction.
Yeah, that's me too. Yeah.
You want to know what happens? Which is way more fucked up.
Yeah.
Hubert starts crying, and they're like, "Hubert, what's wrong?" And he's like, "Oh, that's so sad." And he starts like glitching out, and he becomes like the woman, like the Golden Axe girl or whatever.
Who
It's
transforms
not
into her.
Golden Axe, but she looks super similar.
Olaf immediately starts making out with her.
Yeah, they both
Okay,
start making
yeah,
out.
like no fucking hesitation.
And it's like,
He
alright,
just
and then-
straight
And then
up.
Adam Sandler
You
says
can
what the
believe-
audience is thinking.
You could.
Okay. Wait.
Yeah, and he's like, "Wow, that used to be Hubert." Yeah.
Then
Okay,
wait,
so
time
the
out.
audience can kind of just go like, "Okay, well maybe." Wait,
Time
let me
out.
finish the sentence.
Okay.
The audience can maybe go like, "Okay, well, I guess that the AI is like always the same for her, right?"
Mm-hmm.
And then the last scene shows him going like, "I'm home,"
With
There's
a picture of him like having been married to Golden
Yeah.
Axe Girl.
and there's a bunch of Cubert babies.
Yeah.
So that is
That's
still Cubert. There's still a little bit of Cubert inside. This is Cubert like got like a plastic
That's
surgery.
the
To summarize, Josh Gad fucked Hubert and had several Hubert babies.
That live with him. Okay.
They put Hubert in a Halloween costume and fucked him
Alright.
silly.
Here's your
Wait,
timer.
Hubert's a girl?
I got up at like 2 a.m. last morning, and I've been up since, so I think I'm gonna crash.
Well, we got to the end.
Yeah, just I had confidence in you two to be able to take it till the end. Take it to the fridge if you know what I mean.
Well, Max, we have been handed an opportunity we have never
I
had
have
before.
I can use this to make a name for myself.
Two-person podcast.
I have confidence in you. I'll be listening to it in post.
Two-person podcast. All right.
Let's-
So now that Sean's going to sleep, let's talk about Let's talk about Sean. So I want to talk about Sean. All right. The worst part about this movie, Sean was sitting there. He's like, I love pixels. I love it so much. I'm like, Sean.
I
this
also
isn't-
sleep like 4 feet away from where we're filming. This is a heads up. So it's not.
So Sean's like, I love
It's not
pixels.
complete
I can
liberty.
see the visible outline on in his pants
And he's like,
as
yeah.
he's watching Pixels.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, dude, put that away. And he's like trying to like, come on, man, come on, just pretend you're Hubert, just touch it a little bit. And I'm like, no, Sean, stop. We're in a public place.
Yeah,
And
it's me.
he was like, he was being fucked up in the theater.
I don't care. It's Pixels.
Yeah, he's like,
It's-
I don't.
anything goes in
You know what
pixels.
else? You know what else is
When
pixelated?
Kevin James is the president, the world is full of possibilities.
Shut up, Sean. You're not here.
Okay.
And that's what kept happening throughout the entirety of the movie, and I think that really ruined my experience.
Remember when
I think that was the like. Oh,
Yeah,
really,
I mean,
this movie probably was
10
really-
out of 10 if it weren't for Sean.
if it weren't for Sean.
Yeah. Maybe even if we hadn't seen his reaction to the scene where Hubert pees pixelated pixels.
Sean started peeing, and he's like, "Look at me, guys! I'm Hubert." He was looking at us. He was like hopping around. He's like, "Look at me! Look at me!" And trampoline. I want to do it again. And we're like, Sean, put your pants back on. That's not a snout. It was awful.
10 out of 10 if it weren't for that scene. Of
If
Sean doing
it
that.
weren't for the scene that Sean was making.
God, that Girl Scout troop that said "ew" when Josh Gad's butt crack was showing. They were.
Wait, was
Was
that a
it
Girl
Girl
Scout troop?
It felt like one.
I never looked back because I didn't want them to see my
Aww.
face.
Ew! It felt like a field trip.
It felt like a fucking sitcom.
Yeah.
Like when they kissed, I'm surprised they didn't go like ooh.
All right, we're not sure that wasn't just like the studio audience for Pixels, and we just thought it was
Maybe
the audience.
they were paid And they're like, look, we can't have an empty theater for every showing of Pixels that we have. And they're like, yeah, you're right. We should pay some people to
send
see
some Girl Scouts to make sound
They
effects. for every show.
lobotomized some Girl Scouts so they wouldn't have to feel the pain anymore of watching Pixels
Of
multiple times.
watching Van Morrison
And just sit them down in every theater, and they're like, don't you love it? Pixels are like, I love Pixels. And
Ew.
Ew. And then, I love Hubert.
He's so cute.
Cute Bert, more
Oh,
like
he's
it.
scared.
Oh, he's scared. Yeah, there's a scene where he like looks at them and he's like, "Guys, I'm scared," and like this whole crowd, they just go, "Oh."
At the same time,
and it's not. It wasn't a cute scene. It wasn't Hubert trying to be cute. He was just pointing out. He was just like, "Oh, guys, like this is kind of scary. Like I don't know about this," and they all awed. Like he was being like, "Guys, please help me. I'm not sure if I'll make it through with the big bad guy." It wasn't like that. It was just him being scared that they're about to fucking take on like ape throwing barrels.
and then you could convince me they were actually. It was so synchronized. It was actually.
It was really weird. Yeah, they
Yeah.
had like the same reaction.
Because I was just imagining a Girl Scout
Do you
troop.
think they were mad at us, like, for doing what we were doing?
And we were.
So, like, one of the best part, some of the best parts about this movie is, whenever the aliens took, like, a prisoner, they got pixelated, like, a light would shine down, and they got all pixelated, and they're like, whoa, and then, like, the individual pixels get sucked up. These scenes were just, like, it wasn't necessarily that the effect was bad, the actors were so
all three of them
bad.
had the exact same face.
Yeah, the actors were like, like, you can't see our faces right now, but they were making terrible facial
And
expressions.
Don Cheadle's was the best because he fired 2 shots at the UFO.
Yeah, and then his gun gets pixelated. But no, and then he's like, and then they get sucked up, and everyone in our group lost their shit at every single one. This happens 4 times in the movie. 4 times.
Yeah, there's Don Cheadle, Raj, the kid. I don't remember.
There was another one, I
Max
think.
Headroom. After Max Headroom.
There was another one, I think. Yeah, and we just lost our shit. Everyone else in the theater, dead silent.
Mm-hmm. I get to the
And
Girl
it's not
Scout
to say,
trope.
it's not to say that all the jokes hit with this group either. There were a couple of jokes that were so bad that even this group that was like sucking up this fucking movie were like dead silent to. There were a couple of jokes where the entire theater there wasn't a peep out of anyone, and those were the worst jokes by far because we all sat there like. I would smile. I'd look over at Sean. I'm like that was like painful to sit through that joke.
I'm Adam Sandler and I didn't brush my teeth this morning.
Yeah,
I'm Adam Sandler and I didn't brush my teeth this morning.
They were hammering.
I'm
it.
Adam Sandler and I'm brushing my teeth.
Oh my god. Long story short, Pixels is the second worst movie I've seen in theaters.
Yeah, and that's why I ritually ate the ticket. I think it might be the worst movie I've seen in theaters.
What?
But I don't really remember what Ice Age the Meltdown was like.
Mm.
Not the Meltdown, Continental Drift.
I remember. Is that the one with the like dinosaurs under the water?
No, that's Jurassic Ice Age.
No, there's no.
Something like that.
That one's the core. That one's the one when they go in the core.
Yeah, Age of the Dinosaurs.
No, that wasn't
Dawn
the
of the
one-
Dinosaurs.
That's not the one I'm talking about. I'm talking about the one where like the ice caps are melting and under it there's like 2 like sea dinosaurs.
That's the Meltdown.
That's Meltdown.
Yeah.
I liked that one as a kid.
I don't remember any of them.
I think that one's still okay. I think that was 2.
I remember the Scrat bits pretty well. Because Scrat, there's the one with the flying squirrel, and there was the one with Scratlantis.
Scratlantis was in the newest one.
Right. And I guess that's the one I saw. And then there's...
I do...
I remember playing as Scrat in the Ice Age video game.
Really?
You just sort of...
Is that game actually good?
Probably not. It's the Ice Age GameCube
Well,
game.
no. GameCube games for those types of movies were really good back. The Cars video game was great. Madagascar GameCube game,
I
really
played
good.
that. The SpongeBob movie game is actually...
Yeah, really good.
Yeah.
There's a lot of really good games from back then. Movie licensed games didn't used to all be
Some
shit.
of the SpongeBob... One in
Most of the SpongeBob ones are pretty good.
I was gonna say one of them was really weird, like in particular. There's one,
Yeah.
it's like an episodic, like absurdist farce, where like you get sucked into like the body of a worm and you have to escape, and like Patrick rides the Krabby Patty is like the personification of German philosophy, and then you have to kill him. You, Patrick and Plankton, have to kill the Nietzsche, the Krabby Patty. It was really weird.
Huh. I don't know. Do you have anything else to say about Pixels?
No, not really.
I out of 10, 5 being average, 10 being fantastic, 0 being complete garbage. What would you rate this?
Well, like in terms of actual critical thinking, or like how much I enjoyed it.
Let's do both.
Okay, it was 0, obviously.
On critical?
Yeah. I would give it like I mean, it was really fun to watch, but I'd still only give it like a 7 because of the Smurf scene and all the Kubert scenes.
Okay,
which actually made me mad.
on a critical standpoint, I'm gonna give it a 2.
Maybe 0 is a little harsh, but
Yeah, I would say 1.
1 or 2.
I say 2
0
simply
1.
because the special effects were actually well done.
Yeah, but it's kind of the context for all of them.
Yeah,
Like
well, also, all right.
If someone just did
The
all
special
these
effects were done well, which is good. Especially in this like era of like really shitty CGI and everything.
If someone just done all this like art of like, oh, Pac-Man's eating up New York City and put them in like an Imgur album, it would have been like pretty good. But the context is like Adam Sandler has to fight Pac-Man in New York with Peter Dinklage in a Mini Cooper.
Whoever did all the like art like that, I think they were the only ones that had fun.
As long as they didn't think about what they were doing.
Yeah. Well, also, and another reason I give it a 2. Whoever designed this was obviously somebody who actually did like video games. They probably throughout this entirety of this movie, I think the designers for like all the pixel guys, like all the special effects, I think they knew what they were doing. Because in in the big fight scene in New York,
the Pac-Man was in New York.
what was the big like final fight? Washington.
Yeah, that was in Washington.
So the final fight in like Washington actually did have a lot of pretty clever reference. Like they had Joust. They had
Joust.
They had Joust. They had Flygore from Dig Dug. They had the ninjas were from something I don't remember what it was. I saw Mappy in there. I saw some like. I saw some more obscure games too. I don't remember. I can't remember them all. But there was like Saberwolf, I think, the guy from Saberwolf. It's like I want to say it was like a Atari 2600 game. But yeah, no, they had a couple of references in there that were actually kind of clever, but throughout the entirety, for the
most part, it was like Pac-Man's a bad guy.
Yeah, throughout the entirety of this movie, you have to kind of think Adam Sandler and all these guys, Peter Dinklage, like I do not believe with any like I do not believe at all that these guys are supposed to be like I don't believe that these guys grew up with video games.
Yeah, I don't know, definitely not.
And I feel like this movie probably would have been saved a little bit had they had more people working on the game that actually did know what they were talking about with video games.
Probably none of the writers actually did.
The writers definitely didn't.
Yeah, like the guys who like the consultants who actually knew about it, they had to sneak in like one line where Adam Sandler was like, "This is the 1982 version," which reminds me, the General Defense was like, "What's Galaga?" And then he was like, "You can buy it for $1.99 on your phone." And then Adam Sandler refuted him with the one line that like the consultants wrote about how this is the version from 1982 or 1986 or whatever.
I believe that is an actual version. It's just
no, that was right, but that was like the only line they actually got to put in.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like there is like a couple of people that worked on this that did know the references.
Yeah.
I do not think they were the ones that
they weren't the majority.
They were not the ones in charge. No.
Yeah.
Which is kind of a shame, honestly, because I mean, give it points for creativity.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
they could granted it could be done so much better.
Yeah, didn't they steal a lot of it?
Yeah, it was from short. It was what Sean was saying. There was like some like short that somebody did, and I think that was the guy who did like all the art or whatever for the special effects.
Right.
Some guy did like that, and like Adam Sandler was like, we can make a movie out of this, and he like bought the rights to it or something. So I think that guy who originally made the sketch, I'm assuming he did the special effects.
Yeah.
And he did the original sketch, and he probably does know about video games, so maybe that's where it all comes from.
And then, okay, so in terms of like, actually just enjoyability, I think I would actually give it an 8.
An 8, huh?
Yeah, because it was really fun to watch, but God, I really hated the Smurf scene.
The Smurf scene was really shitty.
Yeah.
I can't say it was the most enjoyable bad movie I've ever had. I feel like we would have had a lot more fun if we had an empty theater.
Yeah, that would have been so much
We
more
went
fun.
in, I think we all kind of purposely, saw it now because, like, this came out in, like, July.
Yeah.
So, like, we were expecting an empty, we did not get an empty theater, which is kind of a shame.
Yeah.
But this movie would have been, if you can get a ticket to Pixels with, like, a bunch of your friends and it's an empty theater, you will have a blast.
Yeah, it's definitely, even if it's not an empty theater, it's still definitely worth it. A full theater would be awful.
If you get a theater full of people who don't give a shit, it would be a blast.
Yeah.
It is a fun movie to watch and just kind of like, you know, fucking King of Queens is president, whatever.
Yeah, except the Smurf scene.
Yeah.
And the scene where Hubert pees.
But, okay, I have another question. From just thinking about Adam Sandler movies, would you say that this is I think this is one of the better Adam Sandler movies.
I think he was trying to be pandering somehow and it didn't work. I mean, he basically played the same character as he did in any other movie.
Can you pass me my water?
Yeah. But this one also had, like, Kevin James as the president.
Yeah. I think Kevin James is the president. I think that is kind of a funny idea. I think that was a joke that like actually hit.
Adam Sandler is just the Adam Sandler character, but then the other characters were actually kind of interesting. So it was better than most other Adam Sandler movies, but in no part because of Adam Sandler.
I think Adam Sandler's. I think this is a better Adam Sandler movie. I do not think that Adam Sandler actually had. I don't think Adam Sandler had as much of like writing. Like I don't think he was in charge of this movie. I think some executives were like, let's put Adam Sandler in this movie.
Yeah, probably. He probably wrote the scene where he goes to the woman's house.
Oh no, I'm sure he did put in scenes. Because I do not think Adam Sandler was the person who like came up with this idea. I do not think Adam Sandler is the person who wrote the script.
I'm sure he wrote that 3-minute monologue where he was like, I said wow because you're wow.
Or like,
baby.
or that was improv or something. Yeah, no, I could agree with that.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot worse out of Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
I want to also know another movie that's surprisingly not as bad as you would think from Adam Sandler.
What?
Me, Sean, and Aaron, I think it was just us, watched Click.
Oh yeah, I've seen Click.
Click, like, there's parts of it that are, like, fucking terrible and cringeworthy and everything, but, like, at the end of the day, it does kind of give you a good message, you know?
When I was, like, 10 years old, and I was, like, watching Ed's World, and, like, this is brilliant, I watched Click with, like, a friend. I, like, rented and watched Click. And even then, when I had nothing in the way of taste, I thought it was awful.
I thought it was bad too, but I'm saying like at least it was trying to do something contrary to most Adam Sandler movies.
I guess. It was still kind of followed the formula though.
Yeah, it definitely did. No, the jokes and everything, and the script was terrible, but like the premise, like okay, I get what you were going with here. You know, you were conveying a message with this one, whereas like all of your other movies are fucking like, you know.
So they all center around Adam Sandler's character, which is always the same character and always terrible.
I'd like for Adam Sandler to play a deadbeat character, but like
who doesn't actually like get a happy ending.
Not necessarily doesn't get a happy ending. I don't want him to get like a hot girlfriend.
Yeah. Yeah, he always does.
He always does.
Is it always? It's just
It's always uncomfortable.
Is he writing like wish fulfillment? Are all of his movies?
That is kind of uncomfortable, especially with Adam Sandler, because like, if you think about it, a lot of people who do write themselves into movies or anything, like, not to say that they give themselves, ugly girlfriends by any means, which makes me sound like kind of a fucking scumbag or anything, or whatever, but they don't give themselves these, like, bombshell supermodel wives or whatever.
He always does.
And Adam Sandler always does, but most other people, they, like, if they do have that, they try to make them look a bit more, normal and
at least if it's like important to the plot at all.
Yeah.
But Adam Sandler's always just like, oh, I'm going on this I'm traveling to Bolivia to take pictures of the indigenous population and having a grand adventure. Also, this is my supermodel girlfriend.
Or yeah,
And
it's
she's
usually his
tagging along.
wife.
Yeah, it's girl his or like his supermodel ex-wife, and now he found the supermodel girlfriend who is going to be better than his ex-wife because
That is kind of interesting about Adam Sandler. It doesn't seem like he's into dating more than he is straight to marriage. He seems to like marriage a lot.
Yeah, he has usually. It
usually,
is his wife pretty often.
It's usually his wife, or he has a wife, or he ends up marrying by the end of it.
Yeah.
It's a lot of marriage.
Also, they always have kids.
Yeah.
Like in
I think the reason they always have kids though is because Adam Sandler can, I don't know, maybe relate his humor to the kid.
What?
You know how Adam Sandler movies always have like the kids say something wacky?
Sometimes.
Yeah, well they like trailer stuff like the "Oh, that's cold" from Grown Ups 2, I think.
Ooh, awkward moment there.
Yeah, or like the kids like
Awkward-
damn or
awkward
what was the
incoming.
one- No, there's like the girl and she's like, I want to get chocolate wasted.
What?
Yeah, I
Well,
think
why
that
do you
I
get
want to
choc-
say that was in
Like
Grown Ups 2.
she wants to get drunk on. I haven't seen any of the Grown Ups.
No,
movies.
like a lot of Adam Sandler movies have like he has kids or nephews or something.
Or
and
his
they always have
girlfriend
like
has
one
kids.
in the trailer. Yeah. So there's kids involved somehow, and it's always kids like it's basically kids say the darndest things with fucking Bill Cosby.
It's always in the trailer.
God, that whole scenario is kind of weird now, isn't it?
What with Bill Cosby?
Yeah, well, like they used to have that show where the kids say the darndest things or whatever, and it used to just be like
that was a whole show. It wasn't just like a bit.
Yeah, what if that was like a whole show? I don't think it like was on very long. I think it was like a little tiny thing, but I'm pretty sure that was like a thing for a while. And it was just like Bill Cosby would get a kid, put him on his lap, and he'd like ask the kid questions. I'd be like, "Now, Billy, what do you like to play? Do you like to play baseball?" And like the toddler or like the little kid goes like, "I like to play baseball, but also I want to be a warrior and I want to be a vampire." And he's like, "Oh, kids say the darndest things." I cannot.
Isn't that just delightful, ladies and gentlemen?
That just like evolved into just sassy black lady.
Yeah, that's my Terry Crews impression is pretty good.
I
but we
can't
didn't
really do
listen
Bill
to it.
Cosby, so.
It's funnier if I just go like, well, isn't that just delightful, ladies and gentlemen? He wants to be a vampire. Kid should do say the darndest thing.
Since Sean's asleep, we
Kill him.
should replace you, or not you. We should replace Sean with you,
What
permanently on the podcast. You can edit, right?
No.
Yeah, sure.
Alright.
So it'll be me, you, and Aaron
Mm-hmm.
as the normies.
Alright. Can I I thought you meant just pull him out of bed and then.
Oh no, we're gonna replace you permanently.
Okay.
Like, you're new.
Am I just
Sean.
usurping him?
Yeah,
As-
you're dethroning him. Take it.
Oh.
Oh,
I think
Oh.
we're in the clear.
he rustled a little bit.
I think he's out cold. That was
Right
on the brink of disaster on that one.
Since Sean's asleep, we can finally bring up an issue that's been bugging me with Sean. You notice how he doesn't wear pants a lot?
Oh yeah.
He used to be a lot worse. He used to always take off his pants.
I used to.
That was really weird. Well, no, I do that too when I'm at home, whatever. I'll be in my boxers, whatever. I don't give a fuck. But I used to come to Sean's house and he'd be like, "Oh, come on, answer the door in his boxers or whatever."
Oh, I thought you just meant he wore shorts a lot.
And he took no. No, he would like sit down at the computer. We'd watch YouTube. You'd just be in his boxers, and I'm like, at first I was a little uncomfortable, but now I'm more or less expecting it. Does he still like take off his pants all? I know he takes off his pants.
I've never once seen him in his underwear.
Sean takes off his pants a lot.
I haven't had the pleasure.
Yeah, he does. I think he's cut down on it recently, but he used to do it all the time. It was like a weird thing.
I just switched to the only pair of pajama pants I own. My signature pajama pants. They're camo. I haven't washed them in a while.
I have pajama pants. Dude, pajama pants are nice, man.
Yeah, I used
to
wear them everywhere.
Did you really?
I just wore like a shitty, like disgusting, crusty ass shirt, pair of pajama pants, and flip flops to like.
Honestly,
everywhere.
I feel like if you wear a normal shirt with pajama pants, it feels shitty.
Yeah, well,
There's some charm to having like this, like a crusty like shirt you don't like on. Along
it feels
with
weird to
pajama
have like
pants.
a nice like a decent fabric on your upper body, and then your lower body is just like fuzz, like loose.
Having pajama, yeah, it's like fuzz, it's like loose, and then like on top, you don't want like stuff like this that's like actually form fitting. You just want like a big ass like
loose shirt.
promotional shirts are the best I find.
What, like with an ad on it?
Yeah, like I mean like the kind of like
Oh,
get
or, like
free T-shirts
Shaq
like
Fu.
kind of.
Well, that was more like a $55 shirt.
I'm more talking about like like how at like fundraisers or whatever. Like let's say I do like a marathon or something.
Yeah.
Like those types of shirts that they hand out. Those are really good.
That's the use for them, I guess.
That's a good use for them because it's super comfortable.
I've stopped wearing my Shaq Fu shirt.
Have you?
Yeah. But
You don't want it anymore?
I'm gonna keep it. I'm probably gonna wear it again. But I wish I could wear it to school, but I don't. It says we won't foo it up on the back, and someone might have a problem with that.
I don't think.
I don't know.
You should try it once.
What's the worst that could happen?
A little sorry there. A little technical difficulties, aka Max tried to stop the podcast.
It was a perfect end.
Choo choo, we're going full steam, baby.
Choo, I'm the engineer.
No.
Full coal in the engine.
Shit, I had something I wanted to say. God damn it, Max.
Was it about promotional shirts? What about Shaq Fu?
I would take your Shaq Fu shirt.
No, I'm keeping it. It's mine.
I got excited for a moment, but no.
Sorry.
Fuck. What was I gonna say? I actually did have something to say, and you got me off
Sorry.
track about it.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry trying to capitalize on the perfect ending.
I did want to mention. I don't know. I don't know. It may or may not be podcast worthy. I have recently been wanting to play shit on here on the channel. What do you think about that? What do you think about playing games and recording it in general? Because I'm curious to hear your opinions. I don't know why.
My actual opinion, I don't.
Legit opinion.
It's fun to do for fun, but
yeah,
that's really it. It's fun to do for fun.
Yeah. Okay. No, I don't know. I've been recently we haven't recorded any games or anything for this channel, and I've been really wanting to do one.
Also, I've never been on this. The
on
only
the
thing I've
channel?
ever been on is the Portal thing.
Yeah. Also, check that out. Heyo, Portal
Or
links.
Probably you shouldn't.
Yeah. Or do.
Let's talk about Nigga Higa. After a 5-minute pause.
I had an interesting conversation today. And it surprisingly ended up more mature than I expected it to. And I don't know, you probably don't really have an opinion on this, but Xbox versus PlayStation.
Right.
Yeah. I had a conversation with the stereotypical dude bros or whatever, and Call of Duty, blah blah, right? And I actually managed to have a civilized debate about a civilized conversation about it.
Were they
which is usually it usually degrades into PlayStation's for little babies.
1080p.
Yeah, it devolves really quickly.
Yeah.
But today it was like, I guess it's down to personal preference. I mean, like your controller's pretty good, but you've been playing with the Xbox controller for so long that I'm not used to it, and it was like,
And
it was
they would have been like, you would have expected them to be really supportive of Xbox.
They were supportive of Xbox.
But like, you would expect them.
But yeah, I was expecting them to just like fucking just shit all over what I said, but they were actually listening. But I wanted to ask you, ever get into those debates?
No, because I don't really care that much.
Neither do I, but I do like listening into on the debates because like it's funny when you're debating with somebody who has no idea what they're talking about with that.
Yeah, I just don't care about the graphics. I got a PS4
There's
because I like.
more to it than that.
Yeah, I got a PS4 because I like the exclusives a little bit more, and also I want
PS4
'cause
comparatively to Xbox just has more. It just has better exclusives.
Also, since the Xbox, if Xbox One had backwards compatibility, I probably would have gotten it, but it doesn't, so I didn't. And I did since I didn't have any PS3 games.
Xbox One, like, what are the like exclusives right now?
Halo, I think, Tomb Raider, something like that.
Halo. No, I think we have Tomb Raider.
Oh yeah, it was a timed exclusive for like a month, right?
Yeah, I think. Halo. No, like it's just like anymore with Xbox. Xbox has like so few like exclusives anymore.
Yeah,
it seems like.
But PS4 is like.
PS4 is like PS4 is Battlefield, Little Big Planet.
Yeah, No Man's Sky.
Sly Cooper, I want a new Sly Cooper game.
I never played any of them. Well, since
They're fun.
I never had.
I played them with Philip.
I never had a PlayStation, so I don't. I have no idea about any of those.
Yeah. No, it's just like I was looking at it. There's really not that many exclusives for Xbox.
Isn't there Halo?
There's Halo. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like about
that's the only one they have.
At least as far as I know. I mean, granted, I'm not really an Xbox guy, but it's just. It seems a little weird that the debate like gets so heated, you know?
Yeah, I mean, in that sense, any possible issue gets overblown as much as it can. It's like any time anything is changed in a game, like changed at all.
Oh, I was having speaking of debates, I had an interesting debate with the girlfriend a while back about movies and like movies into books and everything.
What, novelizations?
Kind of. I mean, it wasn't. It was about the movie industry more or less, and she's like, so you don't really see interracial couples or like African American leads that much, and I pointed out to her, I'm like, have you kind of noticed that like like Tyler Perry movies are kind of like weirdly also racist?
I've never seen a Tyler Perry movie.
There's like Medea and all those.
Well, yeah, I know.
Right? I know, but they're all like, man, white people are crazy.
Do they? I thought that was just about like a black family.
I think it started off as that, but it's definitely devolved into man, white people do the wackiest things.
So it started off as like Tyler Perry's a sassy black woman, but now it's just racist.
I don't know, but yeah, no, it's.
But
like,
Medea just goes to like a basketball
court.
court.
Kind of weird, but that wasn't what I was gonna say. I was gonna say like, speaking of overblowing things, how about that whole Prim thing?
Prim?
From Hunger Games.
What about it? Oh, did she get raped or something? In part 2?
What?
I just sort of guessed the controversy.
Oh no, it wasn't Prim.
Was it like implied?
What the fuck's her name? She dies in.
Oh, Rue?
Yeah, Rue.
She was black in the books.
Do you remember that
where she was black in the movie and she was also black in the books, but everyone thought she was white in the books.
Yeah, everyone just assumed she was white in the book.
Yeah, that was
but like, wow, like that's kind of weird. Like,
what about when they
think in today's society like that big outrage would fly, but like people are really like loyal to what they imagine things in books to be.
Yeah,
and like, where do you draw the line with that?
You could say that wasn't even a racial issue.
Yeah.
If they'd like changed her hair color,
yeah,
it would have been different. Yeah. If they like made her taller,
But-
stout instead of like lanky.
No, I was talking to her, and I was talking to her, and I was like, "That's that whole thing." So maybe that's why they don't put like African American people in leads or whatever. But then she was like,
Because every movie is.
"Did
based
you
on a book.
get like?" And then we just kind of started talking about novelizations in the movies, and like I realized I got really mad at Percy Jackson.
I was about to
movie,
bring that up. Yeah.
and it was like,
What with Bees of Grover?
no. Well, yes, kind of, because they didn't. It wasn't because he was black. No, okay. It was the fact that Grover was supposed to be like this really geeky.
They also completely changed his personality.
Yeah,
they changed his personality from timid and geeky, but loyal to black.
to just stereotypical like, yo baby, like Percy, we gotta go.
Percy looks like my Uncle Ferdinand.
Wait a second.
This is something that I prepared my Grover impression for the dub that I'm not gonna make, but look at my Uncle Ferdinand. We come on for a matter for Quebec. Medusa. I got Percy. Percy, you must not.
I was also mad at I was also mad at that movie because they made Annabeth and Clarissa. What's her name?
Clarissa. Didn't they not? I don't even remember. Didn't they not
In the
have
first-
Clarissa?
Yeah, they didn't have Clarissa.
Or they merged them or
No,
something.
yeah, they merged Annabeth and Clarissa.
Because she beats up Percy in like the games.
Yeah,
And
and
capture the flag
right?
or whatever.
that makes, and I'm like, okay, I guess I can see why they did that. Also, completely ruined Annabeth's character.
Also,
but,
they changed her
Whatever.
personality too from like.
whatever. I'll
Yeah.
look past that. They made Sea of Monsters. They made a Sea of Monsters movie.
Yeah, I never saw it.
She's in there.
Oh yeah,
Clarissa's in there.
Aaron told me about
And
that.
it's really weird because you basically have two of the same character
Yeah.
interacting on screen and they hate each other, right? But like you're kind of looking at it and you're like, you two are the same person. Why do you hate each other?
Yeah. Because in the
I get it. In
movies-
Sea of Monsters, like she was kind of like a vital role to that.
What, Clarissa?
Yeah, she was.
In the book, I never saw I saw a Lightning Thief like once a long time
I don't
ago.
recommend Sea of Monsters. That was by far the worst movie I saw in theaters.
Aaron said it was fun to watch.
Oh yeah, no, it's a blast to watch.
Oh, what?
You get to see the inside of a monster's anus.
Oh,
And
wait,
that is not me saying that looks like a butthole or that blah blah blah. Like that is not me making a joke.
just like they
I am being completely serious.
shove the sword into a hellhound's anus.
No. They get swallowed by the the whirlpool.
Yeah, the Charybdis.
Cryptus, yeah. They get swallowed up, right? And they're like, the only way there was only like a way out up there, to get out through the whirlpool, or you can go the other way.
Oh,
Which is
And then
somebody says like
oh, you mean the back door?
yeah, and they point back, and it zooms in on the inside of a monster's anus.
And it's like clearly like expanding and contracting or something.
It is. They are pointing at it. It is contracted. It is a monster's anus, and there's like spikes. And I'm like, what the fuck? How did this get like? I don't remember what it got. I think it got like PG. But I'm like, they literally showed the inside of a butthole.
Yeah, but it was like the spikes.
It wasn't even like it's not even like Magic School Bus levels. Like if you keep going, you'll eventually lead. No, that was straight up like. That was the butthole.
Maybe they added the spikes to bring it down from PG-13 to PG.
Maybe.
Because it looks less
It looked more like a monster mouth, but they pointed at it. It was definitely the butthole.
Which is why they didn't have the comic relief line where it was like, oh, Percy, you don't mean the back door, do you?
Yeah, no, I hope they don't keep making those movies.
You don't? What?
Alright, they're fun to watch,
Yeah.
granted, but they already ruined, like, the big...
Yeah.
Did you hear about that? They, Kronos. They...
Oh yeah, he wasn't in the first one, so then they couldn't make a sequel.
No. Kronos was vaguely in the first one, because Luke
What?
does betray them, right?
Yeah, but it's just because...
And he mentioned,
for my reasons.
he mentioned Kronos, too.
What? No, he didn't. Not in the
I
first one.
believe he did.
I'm pretty sure there was no
If he
mention of
didn't,
Kronos.
whatever.
Yeah.
Alright, just going past that. They actually summon Kronos in Sea of Monsters.
Yeah, Aaron mentioned that.
They defeat Kronos in Sea of Monsters.
Yeah, just immediately, right? Like he shows up and then Percy
He shows up, he eats Grover. Percy's like, you know what this sword is? He takes out Riptide. He's like, this is the father. They also changed like the canon, like Poseidon, Hades, and Zeus. They all got out their special weapons and beat the shit out of Kronos, and then he was just dead, right?
And wait,
There wasn't a war or anything. It was just them beating the shit out of Kronos.
Wait.
And he's like, this is my father's sword. And like starts glowing or whatever. He kicks Kronos' ass. Kronos explodes. Grover comes out. Kronos is dead.
But in the books, it was just like, here's a random fucking sword.
Yeah.
There was no significance, except it was also a pen.
No, Riptide had a...
It wasn't. It was just a
Yeah.
sword they had.
No,
Well,
Riptide
it was
had
like
a
a gift
sword.
from Poseidon, but it wasn't like.
No, Riptide had more... It didn't come until later. It
What?
didn't come until like, I want to say... It was like the second to last book. They
Did it?
It got a backstory.
Oh, I might have. I haven't. It's been a long time.
I know. Yeah, I know. Those were my favorite. As like, no, those were. That's pretty much what got me into reading were the Rick Riordan books.
Yeah.
Because they were pretty creative.
Yeah. Well, originally it was like a story he told to his like dyslexic ADD son, right? And you can kind of tell.
No, well, yeah, yes. I think
It feels almost
He
kinda
also was a no. Originally, it was a story that he told his social studies class because he was a social studies teacher.
Was it?
Yeah, he was like a 6th grade social studies teacher.
But you can kind of see like he would have told this to his son like Percy Jackson.
Yeah, I
has
think it
dyslexia
also.
and
I think he
ADD,
was based.
But it
on,
only
like,
makes him stronger. Also, he's a god.
only makes him stronger.
Find out tomorrow night on Percy Jackson and the
On
Olympians.
the next Mighty Mouse.
He's just standing there in his kid's room. The kid's just like buried into his blanket, waiting for him to leave.
Like there's like kids like hidden in like blanket
No.
forts, like reading the Percy Jackson comic.
Oh yeah, they made a comic.
Did they?
Yes, I was at Barnes and Noble and I saw the comic.
No shit.
Yeah. Also, apparently, there was a table set up that was like.
Welcome to Percy Jackson cast.
It was like 10th anniversary of Percy Jackson.
what?
I get it was
That old?
and then I looked and it said like 2006.
Oh my god. There's no way it's been around
It
10
seemed
years since 2006.
Yeah, well,
I think 2006 is when they first came out.
that's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah, okay, yeah.
the book, like the
Yeah, okay,
publishing
yeah,
date
that
said
does sound about
It
right.
feels weird though,
Yeah, it does.
because I didn't read until like after a little bit after the first movie came out.
He's making a Viking series, and I'm like, I would like to read it for old time's sake, but at the same time, I don't want to.
Because I mean, okay, it's gonna be.
I finished
King
I finished the like I
Heroes of
finished
Olympus.
everything he had. I finished the Battle of the Gods or whatever.
I stopped after getting my autographed copy of whatever the
oh,
first
the
series.
Lost Hero.
Lost Hero, yeah.
No, I finished that series. I finished the last book in that series. That wraps up everything in the like. It wraps up Percy. It wraps up all the guys in those. It wraps up everything, and I'm like, you know what? I don't want to start another series because I got a satisfying ending. You know.
Yeah, and then there's King.
They weren't hard
Chronicles.
reads, but they aren't hard reads. or
No,
anything.
they're easy.
They're pretty easy, but it's like I started this when I was a kid and I want to finish it. You know.
I stopped after Lost Hero. I don't think I
Weird
want
little thing for you listeners after we've gone on our tirade about fucking
Percy
Jackson. Me, Max, Aaron.
Not Aaron. Danny.
Oh, Danny. Me, Max, Danny, and a couple of my friends were all at this Rick Riordan sighting for when the Lost Hero came out
in Kansas City.
in Kansas City, and we were all in this building before any of us met. But later on, we realized we were all in the same building. Like it's just like one of those weird things where it's just like we were all in the same building long before we met.
But at the same time, it's not like every kid our age wasn't also there. It was like the Sprint Center, wasn't it?
No, it was like a library.
No, it was. I remember there being like an auditorium.
Yeah, it was
Like
like
a
the library.
big-
They took out like all the shelves or something.
There were like.
It was definitely an
seats,
auditorium
like
of some
elevating seats.
I don't know.
I
I
guess
don't know.
I
Maybe
remember.
it was an auditorium. It was a fucking huge venue.
Yeah. But it's still weird.
But it's still weird to think about.
And Danny told me he had like a conversation with Rick Riordan.
I did too.
Well, I just went up there and I was like, I was like,
I
here's
was
my
one of
book.
the first ones up there. I was like in the first group.
He just like scribbled 2 Max on it. And I lost it. I don't know where it is.
No, I had a conversation with Rick Riordan about how my name is spelled. And not like he misspelled my name, and I'm like, wow, like it's actually Ser, and he's like, wow, really? And we just had a like conversation about my last or my first name because they're like Spenser, Spenser, and it's usually Spencer.
Yeah.
So we just had a conversation. And he's like, wow, like why is it Ser? And I'm like, oh, like I was just like. I was sitting there that whole time and I was like, it's really cool that I'm talking to Rick Riordan right now and he cares about my name.
He didn't say a word to me.
He said a word. Yeah, we talked for a little bit, but like, you know, as much as you can with a line full of other kids also getting an autograph and hopefully trying to talk to him.
I'd love to find just like a third person like video of all of those events, like where we were all. I'd be able to find.
Or like a video of like all of our interactions with him.
Yeah.
That would be really
or like
weird.
maybe
but
like
cool.
maybe like all of us had like we were standing together in a group and we didn't.
Like a picture of the line and you could point out where each of us were in the
I
line.
would love to have that.
That would be really cool.
And I could find out if Philip and I actually were.
Something about I don't know, something about like big group events and just people you know just happening to be there.
Yeah.
I don't know, something about that is just cool to me.
Yeah, I find that really cool, especially when it's like I'm thinking about it.
Like let's say like at Comic-Con, it's not even like I think it's cooler in a way if you don't meet up with them.
Yeah, because
Like let's say we go to Comic-Con, like if there's somebody we know that's there, and then we never meet up with them the whole time, and we just like casually mention it to them, like, yeah, we were at Comic-Con, like, and he's like, yeah, I was there too, like I saw that, and it was like that's kind of cool to me, but if then we like actually saw each other there, like it kind of ruins that magic.
Yeah, it wouldn't be as cool. I'm realizing like at that point when I was at that thing, I had no idea who you or Danny were.
Maybe we're just easily impressed by coincidences.
Yeah, but it's still fun.
It's still fun, yeah.
We definitely are.
Yeah. Oh well. We don't have our third member. I wanted to end it on Acid Rain.
Oh yeah, Acid Rain. I could go and then you could go up and then I can go up and then you can go up and then we could both do.
Do you think you're gonna be able to go that high?
I've maybe. I'll start pretty low anyway.
Okay.
Okay. Not like that. Like.
Okay. Sorry. I'm used to going in third.
No, it's faster than that.
What?
Burning. Okay. I won't spoil it too much. Okay. And then on the last one we go to 5, but I don't go any higher. We just hold on it, and the last one's 5 for us.
All right. Give me like a little hand signal. Okay.
Okay. Burning my skin. Acid rain. Okay, sure, that's good enough.
Sure, you know what? Keep it. Actually, really quick, before we end, I want to give a little shout out to a couple people I know. Shout out to Andrew. Shout out to Aaron. Couldn't make it, bitch. Shout out to Philip. You sat through Pixels, didn't get to complain about it on a podcast. I feel bad for you. Shout out Max's foot. It's here.
Aww.
Is that your foot?
Yeah, that's my impression of my foot. That's what you sound like.
Are you gonna do a puppet routine with your foot?
I'm not gonna do that, Spencer.
Oh.